Hello everyone, I just want to do a quick video on solar power real quick. I said I was going to do one and now I'm going to do one real quick. Recap, what solar power basically does and how we pretty much put it in the home is we do a series of things with solar power. First we collect it to the solar panels, absorb as much power as we can, and as we're absorbing it we transfer this power into what's known as a charge controller. The charge controller feeds power into the batteries. At the same time, it doesn't overcharge the batteries, and it protects the batteries from getting damaged in a way, a lot of things can happen, surges and things like that. Power from the charge controller feeds directly into the batteries because it charges the batteries. And what we do from there, and what a bunch of people do, which is different on this part, is either A, we can transfer power from charge controller to our inverter, or we can do straight from the battery to our inverter, either way. But what we do with the inverter is we transfer our DC power or direct current power like's in your car, or what you would get from a battery pretty much, and we change that to AC power, alternating current power essentially, and that's what your appliances and things like that run on and what you get from the transmission lines from the power station. So essentially what I recommend for a lot of people, since down here in Alabama power doesn't really, it's a lot of crap you have to go through to integrate into their electrical grid, and unfortunately our home system, if you're powered by Alabama Power, is part of their electrical grid, so integration into that is a little tricky sometimes. But what a lot of people do on the other hand is we create a second breaker box in our home, a auxiliary breaker box, and what we do with that is we tie in lower appliances, 110 appliances, things that are a little bit lower voltage, like our lamps, our lights, televisions, radios, things like that, computers possibly, even things like that, even potentially our refrigerator. But we do have to consider how much power are we collecting, and what battery capacity do we have, things like that. But that's for a later time. And essentially this will run parallel with your home's electrical system and box that we get from Alabama Power, and that's just a way people do around that, to recap, creating a separate box from your primary home's power and running things directly into breakers that run off of the power generated from the inverter, which is then again powered by the battery, the charge controller, and the solar panel where it all starts at essentially. Alright, message me with questions and comments if you got some. Thank you.